Hello, Gemini. I hope you're doing wonderful, folks. My name is Firestorm Chan, and you have reached our Phoenix Arc Tarot. This is going to be our Lionsgate messages for our Gemini Nation. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and Jupiter placements. I have to include Jupiter because it is have a Kazemi right now with Jupiter. The sun is combust Jupiter, which means all of its beautiful energy is going right towards that beneficial planet, helping us move on in our life to new beginnings and better ways, and with luck and prosperity. Jupiter wants to expand everything that he touches. Now, Gemini, Uranus just entered your sign, and it's going to be there for like 14 years, I think. It's a generational energy. It has to do with the higher mind. So it's right in your wheelhouse. Okay. This has got to do with new technology, communications, new learning, things like that. Okay. So let's see. Let's get some messages for Gemini Nation from the Sacred's oracles. We have Divine Feminine at the bottom. This could be a strong message for a Divine Feminine. Shuffle for the Geminis. Please, what is the strongest energies for the gems that they need at this time? Ooh, Gemini, the higher mind, truth, and trust. Right now, the truth is very important to you in a situation. Okay, you're being asked to trust and ask for the truth, and whether you like the truth or not, trust that the truth will set you free. One more card, please. Gratitude. I love it. Now notice the colors, pink and blue. So we've got masculine, feminine. Number 35, number 8, number 7, number 25, and number 16, and number 7. You have 7 here twice, 7, 7, 8. So that's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 2 plus 2 is 4. Archangel number 4 is the numerology number of the conclusion of all these numbers on the table. So this could have something to do with your stability. You're a foundation. Okay. Now, we have spiritual cleansing at the bottom of the deck, Piscean energy. Okay. So I am feeling like with spiritual cleansing showing up, there is a need for a good cry. Um, of gratitude. If you don't cry, that's okay too, but it's like seeing some sort of truth that was hindering you and trusting a situation. You finally get the answers you're looking for, and it could be emotional. It could help break up some hardened hearts, and there could be an emotional release coming for you during Lionsgate. But whatever it is, Lionsgate starts the 27th, which was yesterday of July, and goes all the way and peaks August the 8th. That's when the star Sirius is communicating with us. There's a portal open. Orion's belt as well is involved in all of this in astrology. Well, let's get you some messages and see what's going on with you, Gemini. You pulled your own energy, Gemini, the lovers. Perfect. And then we also pulled the devil. All right. There is a choice that needs to be made. And then I've got the Seven of Pentacles and Judgment. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this Eight of Wands. I'm going to take the Three of Swords. You are faced with two decisions on how you want to handle a situation because trust is an issue. So with the Devil card here, there is a need for a spiritual cleansing. There's something toxic that you're tied to. It could be fear. It could be addiction. It could be codependency. In this image, there's a lot of people just in debauchery, a lot of partying and stuff like that. But it's interesting because that's number 15, and that is 6 in numerology. And then 6 is also your number. So Capricorn and Geminis are life path 6. Okay. They're about, yes, there are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. So you have a choice. You have judgment coming out here, Sagittarius. Look at those scales. Is your heart really light as a feather, or is it stony and hard, like I was seeing before? If your heart is not as light as a feather, then Anubis does not allow you to pass free, to be freed from the judgment you're under, the karmic debts. See, these are karmic debts. All these people are being released. When you release your hardened hearts and you make your heart and forgive with light as a feather, you don't have to forget. You don't have to forget, but forgiveness lightens a little bit of this hardened heart. It's getting too heavy. All right. This also is indicating new life wanting to come in for you. We do have 7-7 here, 7 of Pentacles and 7 of Cups. You did invest in some things in the past that you thought were going to turn out for you, and they ended up not for some reason. Again, there was a choice. So there was a choice that was made because we have lots of choices. 7-7. Something here is a spiritual lesson, Gemini. Okay, so it's going to work out for your good. Could be some illusions about past mistakes, investing in wrong people, places, and things. There was a choice here. There was a choice that was made. Some of these choices led to heartbreak with the Three of Swords coming out. Some of these choices might have involved a lot of text messages, passionate messages back and forth. Okay. It looks to me there's lessons that have been learned and incorporated, I believe. But again, there's still choice. You have 3 choice cards here. That's in the foundation of your reading. Do you want to stay focused on the mistake and the heartbreak? That's a choice. You can if you want to. But we have trust issues. We need to see the truth. We need to find gratitude, and we need to be spiritually cleansed. So with that said, I'm going to sage your space. I'm going to sage your space. Cleanse the Gemini's spiritual cleansing. Cleansing this devil card for sure. This is addictions, lust, shame, pride, fear, ego, bad choices, overindulgence. We sage that guy. All right, and then you got the 10 of Swords at the bottom, so something did come to a complete end there. All right, I'm not going to pull any more. Now you're feeling very defensive at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Ultimate betrayal, but it's over now. All right, let's go ahead and do a shuffle for a Celtic cross spread for Gemini. What's the heart of the reading, please? The Sun card. Look at that. Good news. In your heart space, you're finally happy again. Gratitude. Look, looking right at it, gratitude. The solutions to your problem is being grateful that you got out of that toxic situation. Hallelujah. And that's the truth. Now you need to heal and cleanse your aura. What's crossing this energy? The Sun. The High Priestess. It's time for you to be happy, and you know it. This is that spiritual card, that spiritual cleansing energy. You're just not talking to many people as you might have been before, not getting involved in any gossip, sending out passionate messages or anything like that. You're keeping it to yourself. Very spiritual, very wise. Some things don't even need to be said anymore. And the High Priestess's intuition is telling her that. So that's what's helping you to achieve this ultimate happiness and bliss, the Sun. You've got Leo and Pisces on the board, Sagittarius, Capricorn, your energy, Gemini so far. So what's in the foundation of your reading, Gemini? 8 of Pentacles. Let's get to work. We're working hard, Gemini, getting busy, staying focused on work, and staying out of all this mess. You did have investments that look like they probably failed, but in your foundations, you're not going to let that knock you down. Edison said it took me $10,000 to get 10,000 times to get it wrong on how to create an incandescent light bulb. So you're willing to get back to work, mind your own business, and focus on your own internal happiness right now. And that's freaking awesome. What's in your headspace? The Four of Cups. You're not really interested in hanging out with anybody. There's three cups there, friends, kind of keeping it to yourself. You've even got another person trying to come in and say, hey, man, hey, girl, hey, what's up? And you're like, not interested. I'm over it. I'm going to stay home and meditate, mind my own business. Um, at least I'm safe there. I could trust my own company, because there's trust issues here, and there should be, and there should be, and there should be. What happened in the recent past with the Gemini? Temperance comes in, Temperance is Sag. You had to mutate some energy. You had to put out a fire, or you had to do something to balance out your emotions. That is your opposite sign, Sagittarius. You could have been dealing with the Sagittarius as well. You got double Saggy cards on the board. Michael the Archangel. It's number 14, and it's also a 5. Fives come in to give difficult messages of truth that are here to bring forth change. So there was something going on that, required you to like have one foot in on earth and one foot tippy toeing in the water. It's very beautiful that you were able to be mature enough, I feel, to mutate this energy out. So what's the incoming energies? You are coming in the scene as the King of Swords with the Ace of Cups. There's your gratitude. Your cup overfloweth. Whatever was going on in the past underneath the surface, that is no longer a part of your story, Gemini. You see very clearly. Now you recognize that it's important that you have the truth about self-love and love, and the truth about um forgiveness and understanding, and I mean, it's just the happiness, minding your own business, working hard, focusing on love, self-love. There is a new cup of love coming in for you, a new opportunity if you're looking for it. It could just be a friend mate or a soulmate, but there is like, because I know you haven't been wanting in your head space, you haven't wanted that Ace of Cups that's right there, but it's coming in anyway. It's coming in anyway. Heads up. So what's the situation with the Geminis right now? Ace of Swords, there's your truth. There's your truth. Truth, truth. You're standing in your truth. You see very clearly the truth. Another ace. A brand new beginning with a clear mind, I'm hearing. How are you being seen by others? The Tower. Gemini saying, I'm not taking no bullshit anymore. I am blowing this thing up. I am blowing up this hurt. No, you are a fear of you are a force to be reckoned with right now. You are very powerful. Scorpio Aries energy. You're standing in your independence. You are and Scorpios have truthfully, the shadow side of a Scorpio is they have trust issues. You could have those placements in your chart, okay? But no, two people are getting blown off their pedestal. Somebody's getting blown off their pedestal. You're not having it. Boom, baby, boom. Tower moment. That's it, says Gemini. So what's your hope or fear? All right, this is a card that's unique to this deck. It just talks about how you're tempering again, sort of like the courage card with the strength card with the temperance card, Sag, Leo energy, all in one. But it's like all the fixed signs are here. You've got Taurus, you've got Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. You're keeping yourself tame. You are the you are the ruler of your own life. You're the wolf here, leading the pack, and you're keeping yourself very calm and tamed and not getting entangled in this drama, all this over here. You're holding yourself back, definitely. It's beautiful energy of just strength. That's what you're hoping to be able to do, is just be able to speak your truth. It is going to be a tower moment, but you're not going to let that change the course of what destiny has for you at this time. Nobody's going to be able to sweet talk you back. whoever that's for. So, what is the potential outcome of this reading? Essay potential, because we have free will. There is an opportunity to build something new. A new collaboration is coming in here, something solid. It could be a new work career. It could be something that has to do with materialism. But anyway, it's the master builder card. And so you are going to be building something and you're going to be very, very good at it. Um, you got the Two of Pentacles at the bottom. It might feel a little juggly, like, oh, really? What am I? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But because this and that are true, that's my favorite statement for a Gemini. This and that are true. And so when you're juggling two opinions, two thoughts, you could be juggling money, wondering how I could collaborate with others and build something. What are you building? You're building a passionate, brand new start, something that's got fire attached to it. Okay. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's a brand new, passionate beginning, a new opportunity, something that fires you up. You want to build something that fires you up, something you're passionate about, right? Yes. But there's still that sense of sadness. It's lingering. I think it'll start lifting. So let's just see. Talk to me. Gosh, Gemini. What is Gemini's truth here? Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. The truth is you know that what you're building is for the next generations with Uranus in your chart for the next 14 years. This is the Knight of Pentacles, the hardest working knight of the deck, but also the slowest one. Takes their time building something new, apprentice energy, willing to travel, has the strength and the energy as a knight to learn new things as well as you go. So your mind is open to learning new things, working hard, taking your time, and that's your truth. You're willing to rebuild again from a higher mind of understanding and patience and truth. So I think I'll leave it there. I think this is a double-sided coin, heads or tails. Where are you at on the timeline? But I think I'll leave it there. I think we've said enough. So this is where I'm going to say goodbye, I guess. Thank you for joining me. If you want to book a personal reading, the information is on my website in the description box below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and leave me comments. I hope this has been a good reading for you and helpful or fun or entertaining or whatever it was that you want it to be. But I want you to be encouraged. That's my goal. And I want you to be happy. That's my goal. And I want you to be healed. That's my goal. And I want to see you build this passionate new life. I love it. Talk more later. Bye now. This is your Lionsgate Messages.